Hi, I'm Gregory Niebel, and this is Greg.
You guys remember Cousin Greg? Thanks for coming. We all appreciate it.
Anything for family. Rusty, is that you? Ah, you really grew up, didn't you? I wasn't even told you were here.
Surprise.
What is it, 20 years? How you been?
Fine. I didn't know he'd be here either. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's a good thing. I'm glad you're here, Russ. And Sophia, always a pleasure to see you. We need all the voices we can get in support of Elise's sobriety. Is this it?
Yeah, all of her friends sort of bailed on us.
Last minute.
Yeah.
Not the first time I've seen it. We'll be okay without them if we do our jobs right. And Cynthia, I know you would like to have been told that I would be here.
But isn't it just like you to lie your way into a room?
Marty and I discussed it. It was the only way that you'd let me help her.
Unknowingly.
Yes, because as her mother, we need you, Cynthia. I knew it was the only way that you'd be in the same room with me, if we could come together to help her. We knew this would be the only way that you'd agree. I'm sorry it had to be this way, but I am here to help you.
Yes, well, help us how exactly? I'm trying to understand, what use you can be and possibly be.
I'm a late intervention drug and alcohol expert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a real thing?
Mom, come on.
Nah, it's okay, Marty. I am an expert in addicts. And make no mistake, Elise is an addict. Being an expert means that I have seen every other kind of addict there is. That's not hyperbole, that's a fact. I know addiction. I understand it in a way very few other individuals can. Trust me.
Trust you? I take it to mean you're not licensed by the state of California to call yourself an addiction counselor, right?
Yes, that's not who I am.
So then you have some nerve showing up here today, unqualified and uninvited.
I was invited.
Not by me you weren't, and this is my house.
I am qualified. I am not a psychologist, not a licensed. I'm not licensed, not certified, and I am certainly not ordained. I'm not much of anything. And I have no ego in admitting that. But I do have this. I earned it, and it does qualify me. It's a 10-year chip. 10 years out of 50, I got right. This past decade, my whole life has been the program. I live it. I breathe it. I try to let it help others through me. And I'm damn good at it. Believe me, Cynthia, I wish I could change the past. Can't do that. Instead, we have a shot here to change the future. What do you say?
I say get the hell out of my house.
Mom!
You don't understand what he did to us. Standing here in front of me, I remember the truth.
What truth?
That he's to blame for everything.
I know you cherish your grudges, Cynthia, and I'm not here to take that from you. I'm here to help Elise. As her mother, you should put all things aside to help make that possible.
You're talking to me about being a good mother?
I'm talking to you about your daughter's addiction. All you gotta do is listen.
I'll listen. If you can tell me just one thing, why you're really here. Is it penance for what you did to us? Is that it?
I'm here to help an addict. It's as simple as that.
Take responsibility for what you did to us. You stole our money, didn't you? You look at these kids and took everything, their legacy right from under them. You put us in poverty, Greg, and you want to stand there and pretend like it's all right? It's not all right.
I take responsibility for everything that I did. But I won't take responsibility for the things that I don't do. No matter how much you want me to. Your ex-husband, my blood, made his own choices. I never forced him to give me that money.
You convinced him it was safe. But you spent it like it was yours, and then you lied to us every step of the way. You said it was safe. It wasn't safe, and it was all gone. $1.5 million, everything he worked for, gone.
Hold on a second. What? 1.5 what?
Leland trusted me with that money to invest in his behalf.
You convinced him of an opportunity that never existed in the first place.
No. It did exist. It did. Business ventures have risks. I told Leland that. I never stole that money. I never stole. Not from Leland and not from you.
So your story is that you just what? Lost every penny? Is that it?
No, hold on. Seriously, 1.5 what?
He was the one that wanted me to go all in. And yes, I kept the results from him until it was too late. I admit that. That's where my fault lies. And I'm sorry. But he knew the risk. And I was using back then.
You put us in the path of the fire, Greg, and until you admit that, you're not welcome anywhere near me and my family. You got it?
I'm sorry, Cynthia, but it wasn't my name on the lease. You were the one that found that house. You were the one that moved the family in. You were the one who drove Leland to drink that night. You want to open up old wounds? Let's talk about how Leland made all that money in the first place, huh?
Don't do anything to avoid the blame, wouldn't you?
Oh, queen of the double standards. Just like the old days.
Hold up, wait. What is he talking about, Mom?
Tell him. Tell him how his father made the money I lost.
So that's why you're really here? To slander your dead cousin in front of his boys?
The money I invested, Marty? The money I lost?
Greg?
Your father's money?
Shut up! Greg, shut up!
It was not acquired through legal means.
No more. Russell, will you please?
Wait, tell me what he's talking about.
From selling drugs, Marty. Your father was a drug wholesaler. You want to attack me for what I've done, Cynthia? What about you? What about your part?
What? You and Dad were...
Nope, not me.
Oh, you sure got good looking the other way, though, didn't you? Why don't you tell them? Tell them how much of it he smuggled. Up and down the coast, kids. To Las Vegas, to Manhattan and back. We sure had a little operation back then, didn't we?